Welcome back to No Code Devs. Today we're exploring the realm of AI-powered website building. If you've ever wanted to create a stunning website without the complexities of coding, you're in the right place. Whether you're a small business owner, an aspiring blogger, or just have a passion for building, AI technology can make that process easier than ever. In this video, we'll take you through the entire process of using an AI website builder, from customizing layouts, adding content, optimizing for performance. You'll have the skills to create your dream website by the end of this tutorial. No more coding hassles or expensive web developers, just you, your creativity, and the power of AI. If you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the push notifications to be notified anytime we post a new video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. We find ourselves at webwave.me. This is currently a AI open beta. It just launched on Product Hunt a week ago from today. Let's go ahead and get started. I am on the 14-day tutorial right now, but their pricing is super reasonable. You can get your own domain for 1 year, no ads, no limits on bandwidth, unlimited pages, so on and so forth, for just as small as $11 a month, which is very reasonable. We're going to go into our webmasters panel to begin building. And then we will create an AI website. It prompts you to describe your website briefly. I already have a prompt ready for this. I am needing a website for a clothing business called Wear Up. We offer secondhand clothing, upcycled clothing, workshops to make your own upcycled clothes, and host community events monthly. And then I also noted to include in the color palette pastel colors. So I'm going to go ahead and generate my website. And for the sake of time, I am going to speed this part up because it does take a couple minutes for the AI to generate your entire website. You'll be able to see how it walks through page by page. Speed this up, and I will see you once it's finished. Obviously, I sped up that process for the sake of time, but you saw that it built the entire web page in real time and creates all the copy, which is amazing. So now that WebWave AI has created our website, I'm going to take you through what it designed for us, the different editing features that they have, which are super easy to navigate since they have a drag and drop interface, as well as customize the site a little bit and look into our settings panels. To begin, let's take a look at the left-hand side, and this is going to have all of our panels to add new elements. As you can see, we have shapes, we have our images that we can do, gallery, image grid, icons, text, our AI text, which we can insert into any element, our buttons, and add to shopping cart option. And then also we have our layers panel as well. And this we can actually move around, which is super nice. I'm going to throw it down here. And then we also have all of our different elements that we could insert. We could insert a blog feed, we could insert language menu, login option, audio video player, so we can add video to our website, and different forms. Very cool that they offer all of this while also building your entire site. You can use this as inspiration if you don't really know where to start. Or if you don't want to start building a site from scratch, you can use this. Like, I put my business name on there and it creates all the copy, different active elements, everything. So it's a really cool tool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top here. This is going to have our subpage navigation. So we have all of our different web pages up here. We have our home, our offer page, our contact page with a form, and then we have our Google Map element in there, which is super nice. We can look at the gallery with different images, and then of course we have our shared elements, which is going to be our footer and our header. Okay, we'll go back to the home, and then to the right of this you can see we have our different perspectives. We're on the web browser, we could see it in the mobile version. If it's sideways on the mobile version, you could change these. If you want to look at it even smaller on the mobile version, you can see how everything looks. But for this video, we're going to be working in the desktop one. And then on the right, we have our settings panel. So you can either edit in the website tab, which will change the different elements all throughout the site, or you can work in the page. And then if you click into an element, you will have your group tab, and that'll be focused on just that single element that you're clicking in. So now that we navigated a little bit, let's look at what the AI actually created for us in terms of our website. So we have our homepage, and we have the name that I provided, advertising statement, fashionably sustainable, revive your style with Wear Up, embrace sustainability, creativity, and community through our curated secondhand and upcycled fashion. Looks great. We have an image here. We have an About Us section. We have an interactive element that moves as we scroll the page. We have a Why Us element. We have a button that takes us to the gallery. We have our reviews. And then, of course, we have our footer that has our brand name down here. And, of course, we can link all of our socials down here. And then we have an offer page. This is what the business would offer that it created for us, since it knows that we do sell clothing. We have secondhand clothing, upcycled clothing, and then we also have workshops, which are super cool. We have a FAQ with questions that relate really well to the business. Are the secondhand clothing items in good condition? That's a great question. Do we accept donations? Of course. Can I participate in the upcycling workshops even if I have no prior experience? Those are all really great questions to put in the FAQ, and they relate to our business. I am happy with those. And then we have a contact element down here. Let's go ahead and look at the contact page. We have a form here that has our privacy policy agreement at the bottom, which is very nice. We have a Google Maps of where we would be located if you wanted to put your address in, so customers could find you. We have a gallery already pre-built for us. So now that we've looked around, let's go ahead and start seeing how we're able to edit and work with WebWave. For this picture, I'm going to want to change this. So I'm going to go into the more actions, and I'm going to change the image. I am going to actually add one of the stock images that I pulled from the website. But as you can see, it has a bunch of AI generated images that are relating to my prompt, right? I could choose from any of these, but I'm just going to add these, drop it in there. Okay, great. Okay, so I have my image right there. It was that easy to change it. And I also have different options if need be. I'm going to open up this. I'm going to move my layers panel over there just so I can see better over here. And then I know that I said I wanted a pastel color palette, but if I wanted to change the colors, I can go into the website tab of my settings panel, go into global colors, and change my colors here. I'm going to go for a dark green. And then for this complementary one, maybe a light pink, almost white. Okay. And then I'll keep my two neutrals, the black and tan. Close that. And then as you can see, since we were working in the website tab, if you go and look at your site, the page is going to be all of those colors, same with every other page. It completely updates depending on which tab you're working in. Let's go back to the home. And we are going to change some text. So I'm going to click into this text here. I'm going to edit and change my font. If I click into the font here, you can see you can actually add a font. So you can add a font from Google Fonts. So if you have a certain font that your brand uses, you can upload that there, or custom font from that you have saved, as long as in a .ttf or any of those files for fonts. But for this example, I'm just going to be using one of the fonts they provide me and change it that way. I'm going to change it to this one Great. Okay, I like that. And then let's look in the About Us. So as you can see, the AI did create some copy for us in the About Us section, but I want to make it a little bit more focused on the journey of the business. So I'm going to click into my More Actions tab, edit text. And then as you can see, there is an AI button right here. I'm going to click on that. And the WebWave AI writer allows you to create a new text or rewrite existing text. I'm going to create a new text, but if you wanted to rewrite existing text, you could just say it's too informal. You can rewrite it. You could change the tone of voice, but I'm going to go and do just general text for my type. And then for my tone, I'll do friendly. There are a bunch of different options that you can do. And then let me put my prompt in here. And then as you can see, they also have a button where you can optimize for SEO all within your website. So you don't have to use a third party all within your website, which is very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and press generate. And then as you can see, it begins to generate our copy. And let's take a look at it. Welcome to Wear Up. We believe in fashion that is not only looks good, but also does good. Our story began with a passion for sustainable and ethical clothing. Frustrated at the lack of options, we set out to create a brand that would make up a positive impact on both people and the planet. That sounds great to me. I really liked how it did focus in on our journey. So I'm going to keep that. And then I can also change this if I'd like. Make it more relatable. Maybe this one would work well. Great. Okay. And then I can also edit this image if I want to. So if I click into this, change appearance. Let's say that's a little too dark for me. I can go into my style. Going to go into filters, turn that on. And just the brightness. Don't want to blur. And then turn this brightness up so it's a little bit brighter. Okay, great. Turn that on. Okay. That looks good. Of course, there's so many different things you can do. There's margins, rotation, shadows, roundings. You can add borders. Really, so many options. And then let's see where this button takes us. So if we click this, we see it takes us to the gallery, right? So maybe I would like to change the copy for this. Can go in and change the text. Action word for taking you to the gallery. Visit the gallery. There we are. Okay. And then this button would take us to the gallery. Okay, so now I'm going to be on the gallery page and I'm going to add an element here. So let's go ahead and add a text element and I'm going to move it down here. If you just drag, you can make each grid bigger. And then I'm going to add a video here. So I'm going to embed a YouTube video and I can do this by just pasting a YouTube video URL. Let me grab one. Okay, and then I just pulled a video on sustainable fashion and how to shop sustainably. I think that would resonate with the viewers on the site, so I'm going to add that. And then as you can see, we have our YouTube video that is embedded into our site. So let's see how this works. I'm going to go to my website preview, click this. Awesome. And then I have it working. Go back to my site builder and everything looks great. WebWave has proven to us that it is a super powerful tool. You can have a custom domain, professional mailboxes, reliable hosting, website templates, dynamic sizing elements, and so much more. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give us a thumbs up down below and hit subscribe so you never miss when we post a new video.